Hi Amanda, it's Norman Dello Joio, and thanks for sending in your videos. So my overall impression after watching your first two rounds with Dealbreaker is that you're a very accurate rider with a really good base and balance. You get to a good distance always, but to me you put the emphasis on the distance or takeoff stride, but don't really think enough about the balance or rhythm your horse is in before that. So Dealbreaker is an older horse, a little bit set in his ways, and he's economical in his jump. So if you need 25 cents, he gives you 25 cents, not really 27 or 26. So to me, he's a little bit too dependent on your accurate riding, and you know each other's moves very well. He doesn't feel that he has to put out enough for you all the time. I would school him over an oxer and a figure eight back and forth when you're at home, starting out low and wide and gradually make it higher and wider. As you're doing this, make your loops quite neat and try to gradually let go of him 2 or 3 strides away from the base of the jump so he starts to drop his neck, pat the ground, and get his belly up more. And the idea is to get him less and less dependent on your hands. Think of exaggerating your release over those 2 or 3 strides that you're releasing, and think about him becoming less and less dependent on your hands for his balance and his security. In other words, put more pressure on him than on yourself, and he may end up giving you a bit more. So to me, the takeaway from these 2 rounds with Dealbreaker is that you're working a bit harder than your horse, and he needs to work harder for you. Thank you. Also, Amanda, that doesn't mean to say that you should go around the ring dropping him at the jumps, but I think if you school him at home, get him jumping up a little bit better, less dependent, patting the ground a little more, then I think he'll try harder for you, and the idea is to get him less and less dependent on you. Okay, thank you. So here we have Dealbreaker with Amanda Hood. Amanda's you're a really accurate rider, and you know exactly where you are all the time. I'd like to see you let go of the horse a little bit more in between the jumps, and then take your time jumping the jump. You're a little bit, as I said in the beginning, a little bit overly involved with the distance. And you're very accurate. You always get to the right spot on the ground, but the right spot on the ground doesn't necessarily mean a clean jump. I'd like to see the horse drop his neck and make a little rounder jump. Here, this was excellent. You kept coming through the turn. This was your best jump because you let go and he got his belly up there. You rode a good turn here. But again, the horse needs his neck a little bit more to get his back and his belly up. Very accurate, very correct, but he doesn't have enough bloom in his jump, and he's not putting out enough for you for how well you ride. So softer with your hand, letting go a little bit more, letting him drop his neck, and his hind end and his back will follow that. A very good round.